How are y'all doing tonight? Y'all ready for some wreath therapy? I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Okay, good. It's showing up. Okay, so we're going to make something with this. This is one of my favorite signs. It has pumpkins stacked up, and it has, oh, let me make sure I zap my sound. All right, it has turquoise and orange, and then it has gray in the background. So it really makes it easier so that you could do a couple different things. You could do turquoise and orange. You could do gray and turquoise. You could do gray and orange. You could do whatever you want. You can do all three. So that's what we're doing. And it has been forever since I did this method. So I thought, let's do something different. Because I feel like we've been stuck in a rut. Do y'all feel like we've been stuck in a rut? I feel like we've been stuck in a rut. So what we're going to do is the poof curl. So I cut it at 15 inches. So they're all cut at 15 inches. And I'm going to show you. I know, did you love? I love this one. Alright, so we have orange and we have turquoise. I like to cut them at 15 inches. I think anywhere between 10 and 15, so you could do 10, you could do 12, or you could do 15. Works really well for this method. So we are going to open up our ties, just like we always do. And I will zoom in a moment. And I'll show you the ribbons. Okay. Alright, so our ribbons, we have just a plain orange, turquoise with the white polka dots. Then we have the turquoise with the stripes. The sign is in my shop. And then I had some of this orange checked. And since there's not much of this, we're going to put this in the bow. You see how nice and bright this is? And I love this, but it's silky, so I don't want to use too much of it because silky is not my favorite. And then this is our sign. Love this sign. Oh, and I was going to show y'all, I have to show y'all my new signs because I was having Christmas fun. This is the Christmas squad. I think he's so cute. They're so cute. And then I was playing, and this is Oh Christmas Tree, and it has all the plaids. It has the green, the black and white, and the red and black. So it was fun. It is too much fun making these things. I'm just going to tell y'all. Okay. Oh, well, I understand. Don't worry, you'll be able to watch it again later. Alright. This right here, this method right here, I think is very intimidating to people. So I'm going to show you an easy way that you can do this, okay? So what you need to do is you need to keep the inside of one of your wreath cores, okay? So I always have a 21 inch and I always have a 10 inch because I will use them. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this core inside and you're just going to loosely roll it. You don't want real tight. And you just pull it out. Then you're going to take about 3 or 4 inches on this side. You're going to put this one down, and then you're going to go over and grab about 4 inches on the other side, and you're going to tie that down, and in the middle is the poof. So then all you have to do is kind of spread it out. Do you see? So I like to have extra for my poof so that I can make sure I can tuck some in so that I don't have little pieces coming out. Alright. You can also do this by hand. So you just loosely curl it. I don't like to do them tight because it makes it too hard to get the poof out. So when you do it, remember you've got about 4 inches on each side. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back into the tie of this one. So you open the tie back up, you place this on top, tie it back. Most important thing is this opening needs to be at the bottom. Okay, so we tie this one, and then all you have to do is spread it out a little bit. Okay, like that. See? Okay, so let's try again. So when you're doing this, you're going to need a lot. But a lot of it depends on how thick your mesh is. So if you have super thick mesh, you could probably get away with 2 levels. Alright, so we just roll it just like you're making a curl. You grab one side, open, put it on top. I do too, and this is metallic mesh, so it has that little shine in it, which I really like. And the great thing is that this, if you make the poof just a little bit larger, like I did, it's easy to hide the little edges that want to fray in there. So we just hide those in there because we don't really want to see those. Right? Okay, here we go. I like bigger curls on this because I think you don't want them to get lost next to the poof. And I pulled this one up. Okay. And then pull out your poof. Yes, so I have 1 roll of each color. Now you're not going to use the whole roll. And it depends on how much or how long you cut your mesh. So if you cut them 10 inches, then you're going to be able to get 36 cuts out of a roll. If you do 15 like me, you're going to get, I think it's 24 or 26. So keep that in mind. So I cut the mesh at 15 inches. Alright, so we take it, open the tie back up, place it down. Most important thing, remember, is to make sure that opening is on the bottom. Otherwise, you're going to have a really difficult time getting that poof to open. Oh, awesome, you did. I love that. I love the trees with the different colors. That's just one of my favorite. Okay. So we just curl it right up. Open. And I don't know why it's been so long since I've done this one, because it's a lot of fun. And y'all, this is a great way. If you have leftover 21-inch mesh, this is a great way to use it. So what you can do is take several colors together, cut them up. No, I'm afraid this one won't be a kit. It's hard to find 21-inch. But I did have a kit out with turquoise and orange, but it's sold out. Y'all, they go so fast. I try to keep them stocked, but so the dog and cat sold out. So someone was asking me about the signs. The dog and the cat signs are now listed. So if you didn't get the kit and you wanted one of those signs, it's listed now. So, and I did restock the metal hole punches. Okay. Hey, Mama Sue. That's my mama. Maybe we should change your name to Mama Sue, Mom. That's so funny. Okay. Or maybe not. Okay. So you want to know what the next wreath kit is? So guess what I've been working on? I have been working on a swag wreath kit. What do y'all think about that? Does that sound like something you'd want to do? I thought it would be fun. We haven't done one of those in a long while. So I'm just checking to make sure they have enough of the swags. And then I'll get it listed and ordered. You purchase the signs at hardworkingmomstore.com. Yay, yes, okay. Well, I guess that's a yes. And I think we're going to be doing a swag at the retreat, because that seems to be a good request. So, and y'all, the retreat sold out really quick. I didn't expect it to sell that quickly. I think next year we'll do it in, I think we'll do it in Tennessee. So, yes, do the swag, okay. I think that is the best thing ever. Be still my heart. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad that y'all are as passionate about this stuff as I am, because I love this stuff. This is the only thing I have stuck with over the years. I have done lots of crafts in my lifetime, but only wreaths have stuck with me. Alright, so we got all the way around on the bottom. I know, I can't wait for the retreat. I'm so excited. Okay. I just wish I could bring my puppy. Unfortunately, I cannot. So what we're going to do now is open the top. I know, she's hilarious, isn't she? Okay. Yes, make sure to check out our Cubby of the Month. Go check out her channel and subscribe to it, y'all. You know how we like to support our cubbies. Alright. I was just getting rid of some of the little, stuff that sticks out. Oh yeah, you're going to come to the sim show? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. We're just going to lightly roll it. And the great thing about this method is it's going to hide all those little frays. So we like that. You do have links to your Facebook on your YouTube as well, right? Because if you don't, make sure you do. And y'all, she's on here. If you will click on her little avatar and go over to her channel and subscribe. Okay. Okay. So exact same thing. We're just going to put it right here. Right on top, just like we did before. So on the bottom, in each tie, you have 2 curls, and then you have 1 poof in between them. Okay. So we go to the next one. And then we pull out our poof. Was it giving you a hard time and not letting you in? Don't you hate it when that stuff happens? I absolutely hate that. That's so frustrating. Okay. Alright, so open it back up. Place it it down, close it back. So we just do this all the way around, and then, oh no, good luck with your surgery. We'll have to add you to our prayers. All right, we're gonna go all the way around, and then we're gonna go on the top again. Because I'm gonna show you why. Right after I put this one in. Do you ever look at your wreaths and you can see the frame and it just frustrates you to no end? Weather's okay here. It's hot. It's hot, y'all. Hot. The July kits, the fall one, we are mailing out this week. I actually cut all the ribbon up over the weekend. Well, most of the ribbon. The swag kit will be fall. So y'all know, when summertime hits, that's when you need to start on fall. You always want to be 2 to 3 months ahead of the season. And fall is a great time for swags. Because there are lots of cute little things you can get, little pumpkins and... Okay, so now, you see, this has 2 layers, and you see you can kind of see the frame in here. See how you can see some spots? So when you put another layer on top of here, it stops that from happening. So it kind of pushes everything down, and then creates that 3rd layer so you can't see it. The wreath kit that's going out this week has these colors. So. And just to warn you, there's only going to be about 70 of the swag one. So if you want one when it's listed, you better get it quick because it'll go fast. 52 degrees! Holy crud! Y'all, it is like, what was it today? Like 87? Let's see. What was the temperature today? Yeah. Okay. Hot. It was hot. I know, right? Summer's hot. I love going to the beach and stuff, but I am not a big hot weather person. I know it seems like a lot, but it's because you have to get prepared for that season. So when the season hits, you want to already have the stock of what you need to sell. That's why it's 2 to 3 months before. But let me tell you, y'all, I was in Hobby Lobby the other day, so I had to run over there and get something, and they were putting Christmas out. So, yeah, they were putting Christmas out. I swear it gets earlier every year. Doesn't it seem like it? Yeah, see, we're not far from Greenville. Not far at all. Okay, so we've gotten our first layer on the top done. So up till now, yep, they already have Christmas out. Up till now, this has been exactly like the one on the bottom. So this is where it's gonna start to look different. And remember, this is a great way to use up your leftover 21-inch mesh. Okay? Because you can just cut like 10 or 12 inches of several different colors and just alternate them. So like with this, like this particular sign, if you had gray, turquoise, and orange, you could alternate those colors and it would work just fine. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. Good night, honey. This time, we're just going to start somewhere and we're going to go another one on top. Oh my gosh, you're on a girls' weekend in Panama City? I'm jelly. What? Did y'all see that? Y'all, Jackie made a sunflower wreath and she sold it 20 minutes after she listed it. Congratulations, that is awesome. What an accomplishment. You go, girl. Alright. So you see what it does, how it starts to push it down, and then it creates that layer so that you don't see any of the frame. And you may end up with some color on top of each other, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Okay. Good night, honey. Okay. So when you put that second layer on, you're going to take this second layer here and kind of, do I ship to the Bahamas? Yep, I ship internationally, I do. See how it just kind of pushes this one down and then this one goes more towards the center. I ship all over the world. I will warn you, the shipping cost is pretty bad, but I will. I know it's hard to get some of this stuff in other places. Okay. This makes a very full wreath. And remember, if you're having trouble to get out your, what did I do with that thing? Get out your roll and use your roll. And I knocked the sign in the floor. Because that's what I do. Yep. I know, aren't these colors wonderful together? The pumpkin sign and the gnome. Yeah, they do have similar colors. They sure do. It's because the pumpkins in them, it's the same pumpkin set that's in them. Do I ship to Greece? I'll ship anywhere. Yeah, it's all set up. I can ship anywhere. My system will automatically do the customs labels and everything, so yep. Okay. So y'all see what happened? I was talking and I wasn't paying attention and the bottom of the loop was not on the bottom. So I couldn't get the loop out. Oh. You're not sure which one you should get. I don't know. I really like the Love the Fall and I really like this one. I like them both. But the Love the Fall only has turquoise and orange, and this one that says Welcome to the Patch, it has turquoise, orange, and gray. So maybe that'll help you with your decision. It gives you one more color option. Okay. So I'm just kind of pushing that one on the top down and putting a new one there. My wreath kits are always $42. They don't change. And you can find them at hardworkingmomstore.com. Very important to me that they stay as low cost as I can get them, so that you have the ability to sell it when you make it. Right? That's the whole point, right? Is to sell it. Okay. Alrighty. I can tell you that what I picked out for the fall swag, one of the ribbons is going to be a 4-inch. Have y'all ever worked with 4-inch ribbons? I thought it would be a great way to look at how to use 4-inch ribbons. Okay. I just have to, I'll try to get it listed tomorrow. I have to call my supplier and make sure they have enough before I list it and get them to get it on the way. And y'all, I know things are taking longer. I'm so sorry about that. It's just this stinking shipping is taking forever. It's so frustrating. Are y'all having those issues? Because boy, I am. Alright, did we get it all? Nope, there's one. Okay. We still have one. The one that's in my shop right now, it has a 21-inch and a 10-inch roll. So it's been a while since we did one like that. Flower wreaths are kind of difficult because it's hard to find florals in the kind of bulk that I need to do a kit, but I can absolutely do one on here for y'all. We do florals in my group a lot. I like florals. Woo, look how nice and plump that is. You see that? Look how thick that is. Look how much mesh we have left. So I have this, and then I have this much of the rolls left. Here, let me slide this over. You see that? So out of 2, you probably could get 2 of these, or pretty close to it. So I think this is a great method, and it's a great method for getting rid of the extra mesh. And look how full it is. We haven't even put our ribbons on yet. All right. You see that? Okay. So all my ribbons are cut at 12 inches. And y'all know I usually put my ribbons in when I'm putting my mesh in. But with this method, it's just too difficult. All right, so I just do it later. Okay. So I like to mix the colors, so I have an orange with a turquoise. And we'll just alternate them. I'm not going to forget you, Connie. Can you send me your number again? All right, there we go. Because you can't call me. I was having serious problems with these crazy, creepy phone calls. So I'm having to change my number. Okay. There we go. So with your ribbons, you just want to fold them in half, pinch in the center, and then pull it down like this so it looks like a birdie. That way, when you put it on, it curls very nicely around. Thank you. It curls very nicely around it. The mesh. Like that, see? So the mesh on this is going to be the biggest part that you're going to see. That's one of the reasons why I like this method, because you can really see a lot of the mesh. You know, sometimes when you do others, yeah, 26 cuts, exactly. You put 10 on the bottom, and you put 8 on the top, and then you put another 8 on the top. Yeah, I like this because you get to see the mesh. A lot of times you don't get to see the pretty mesh because by the time you put the ribbons on, it kind of gets lost. Yeah, see, it's been a long time since we did this method. I like that it just covers everything up. You can see the little sparkle. Oh, there's Kathy. Y'all, I have to show you what Kathy sent me. I'm waiting on a sign to go with it, but we're going to be making it soon. Alright. Look what I got from Kathy. Oh my gosh, is that not the cutest stinking thing ever? Santa Marta Designs, and we're going to be making something with it real quick, real soon. I'm just waiting on a sign that is made to go with it. But it's so cute. I can't wait, and I'm not even a pig fan, but it's cute. Really, this is the first time? Yeah, see, I haven't done it in a while. I need to get back to doing different methods again. Because there's so many out there. And you never know which one you're just going to absolutely love. Don't you love the pig, right? Oh my gosh, I love the pig. She has some cute stuff in her shop. Okay. There we go. It is turquoise and turquoise. But I was going to show you. What did I do with that? Oh, it's over there. I'll show it to you. I was going to show you that gray mesh would look really great with this sign too. It is, right? I know sometimes the colors don't look exact. You can go to her shop. It's Santa Marta Designs on Etsy. When I make it, we'll be sure that we have a link in the description so that you'll be able to grab it. Okay, so we got all the way around on the bottom. So now we need to do the top. So let's work on top. Okay. I know, right? I love these color combos for fall. There is no rule that says you have to use like browns and non-fun colors for fall, right? No rule that says that. So we're not following that rule. We're following the I love color rule. That's what we're doing. Because we like color. Okay, so when I go up top, I like to crisscross my ribbons. And I usually put the big ribbon, 2.5 inch ribbon going this direction, and the smaller one going this direction. Okay. You okay back there, Bella? You okay, girl? Yeah, she's fine. She was making a weird noise. Okay. I know. Don't you love this little pinstripe with the turquoise? I'm trying to remember where I got this. I think I got this at... Oh! I got this at Carolina Pottery. I sure did. Carolina Pottery. How many of y'all excited to see what Carolina Pottery looks like? Yeah, ribbons are at 12 inches. Okay. There we go. You see how the bigger one, it just sits better if it goes this direction. If you put it in this side direction, it tends to get a little bit squashed. So that's why I do it this direction. I'm going to put the sign probably in the center. You're in town where? Which Carolina Pottery are you going to? Ooh, Kathy, do it. You could go to dinner with us. I think my husband's going to come. He could hang out with my husband. I'm so glad you get to watch live and chat. That's awesome. Okay. The one in Lexington? When are you going? Let me see, what's tomorrow? Monday. Shoot. I know, I love polka dots too. I like big polka dots. I like the big polka dots. The big polka dot ribbon came from Sim's Pottery, but I've seen it, I know Trendy Tree has it. I don't know if Deco Exchange has it. I'm not sure if I've seen it there. But I bet the Wreath Shop has it. I don't know if Craft Outlet does. If you were going in the afternoon, I could probably meet you over there. But if it's in the morning, whew, I'll be packing kits, y'all. And signs. Making signs and packing kits. Because that's what we do on Mondays. Oh, goodness. Of course, I dropped it on the floor because that's how I roll. I drop things on the floor. Okay. So you see how You see how you could put all three of these colors together? So the silver or gray would work really well with this sign. And then, of course, the turquoise and the orange. You could do any of the three colors. You could do all three colors. There's even a little bit of red in here. That's how we do with signs, right? You just take your sign and you coordinate your colors with it. That's what the difference between this one and the fall one is. This one has gray in it, and the fall one, the Hello Fall one, doesn't. It's just turquoise and orange. It doesn't have red. This one has a little red too. 1 or 1:30. Okay, I'll try to get over there around that time. Yeah, they did. I'll look, Kathy, and see. I'm telling y'all, I shipped out this sign last week, and it has been like 7 days, and that thing is still en route. It's ridiculous. So upset with the post office. Okay. So I like to use this very thin silver wire, which you can get at the Dollar Tree. It is 26 gauge. I like it because I'm in South Carolina. I like it because it's easy to hide in a wreath, but still strong enough to hold the sign. So it really works out well. Okay. Maybe we'll do a different method on Wednesday. Maybe we can do, I don't know, I'll think about it. Well, I try to list them. Sometimes they sell before I can get them listed. Like all of the patriotic ones sold, I never got a chance to list them. I know, don't you love the metal hole punches? And I did restock these in my shop. And I have more on the way, so we won't run out. Can you put the swag? Yeah, you could put the swag on a large lantern. You sure could. Alright, so with this wreath, it's so big. I think I'm just going to put the sign on, and then we'll just do the bow separately. Because, of course, we have to do a bow. I get my rotary cutters and mats from Amazon. But you can also get them from Walmart. You can get them from Hobby Lobby. Alright, so I'm just going around the tie. I know, I wish she was too, but maybe next year. No, not the kits, the wreaths. The kits aren't sold out before I post them. The wreaths that I make from the kit are often sold out before I can list them. That's what I was talking about, not the wreath kit. Just the wreath. Okay. So y'all, I just move this side. You always want to take your signs and go on either side of your frame. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay, you see that? So I have one wire on each side of this frame, because that's how you're going to keep it awesome! You did your first bow? Woohoo! You go. Alright, so you want to do it on the frame because that's going to keep it nice and secure. I would be careful gluing ornaments because they're not always going to be totally secure, and they can. What happens is, in the summer, everything expands because of the heat. And so what happens is it expands, and then the glue expands, and when it expands, it pops off. That's why it does that. And in the winter, it contracts, and it can pop off if it's too cold. But if you're going to glue it, you can glue it into the evergreen forms pretty well, and it usually is fine. But if you're just gluing it onto like mesh or ribbon or something, you're gonna have trouble. You don't have a metal hole punch, Mel? Really, if you have metal signs, the best way to do it... Yeah, you keep hearing cha-ching. That's my shop. The best way is to punch a hole in it. So if you don't have a metal hole punch, you can use a drill bit to, you know, punch a little hole through it. That's okay. Alright, so we got the sign on. See, and that looks really cute. Look at that! I love it! I love it! Look how full that is. Ooh. Okay. Let's make a bow. Because we can't not make a bow. Right? Alright. Today, we're going to use the Easy Bow Maker. Because I finally got around to gluing my pegs in. Okay. I have metal punch. Yeah, so this is what it is. These are beadsmith tools, and they're made for working with jewelry. So a lot of times you can find these in craft stores, and it's usually back where the beads and things like that are. It's often called a hole punch plier. So you can find them on Amazon. I'll show you what the bow dowry is. You can find them on Amazon. I have them in my shop as well. They're not very expensive. If you have a metal hole punch, right, all you do is go in the corner and then just squeeze down, and it pops a little hole in it. If you're going to do it with a drill, you would just need a really fine drill bit. Let's do. So if there are 2 holes in it, you could just use the 2 holes that are in there. This is a bow dabra, okay? So the difference between the bow dabra and the Easy Bow Maker is one thing is this is plastic. This is wood. This has measurements on it. This doesn't. Okay. But y'all know, I think all the bow makers are the same. I think they're just very nice holders of our ribbon. We don't really need them, but when you're first starting out, they really, really help. Okay. So we're going to do like maybe a 10-inch tail. Okay. So we put it down in the center. Okay. And with the Easy Bow Maker, this little peg is very important. It keeps these 2 in line. I use wire. I think the wire gives you a little bit more flexibility. It's easier to use wire to go around your sign. So what I do is I use 26 gauge wire. You can get it at the Dollar Tree. You can get it at Walmart, Amazon. Okay, so 6-inch. And then we twist right in the middle. Then we go out to the 6-inch. Twist in the middle. You see how tight I made my pegs? I don't like them to be loose. That drives me crazy. Okay. So I just make sure this matches that one. Okay. So on the last one, you don't need to twist because you're just pulling it down. The whole point of twisting it is to get that pretty side back up. Otherwise, you'd have the ugly side of the ribbon up. Now, unfortunately, the retreat's sold out. Unless you don't need a room. We're working on setting something up for locals. If you don't need a room, then we will have a couple spots. Okay. All right. Look. Small spots and big spots. Spots everywhere. I know, I'm sorry. It just went so fast. Okay, so let's do go. So we did 2 loops, 1 loop. We're going to do 2 loops with this. But we're going to do it smaller. I'm sorry. I'll be doing it again, so don't worry. It's not a one-time thing. I'll do it again next year. I don't think I'll be able to do it again this year just because I'm afraid the COVID stuff might come back out. So probably like early, maybe February or something. February or March. There we go. So if you use the cable mounts, the problem is that you have to use glue to put the cable mount on. And that's the only thing that you could really get in trouble with. If you're going to use the cable mounts, make sure you're using some additional glue, like E6000 or something like that on top of the hot glue, because that is more likely to stay and not have a problem with that, you know, contracting and expanding. All right. Get out our zip tie. Okay. Just going to go under one side. Pull it out. Now I like it. Nice and tight. That's what I like. Then I don't have to worry about stuff falling out. Okay, so we'll run this around the back. Then we're going to kind of move stuff. Make sure everything's in line. You always want to do this before you're done with it because it's going to make it a little bit easier for you to fluff. Alright, so then we're going to use some of my lovely deco tubing. If you don't put a bow on your wreath, make a bow to match it. Put the bow on your So that's where we put a lot of ours. Yep, woven paper mesh is paper. And you gotta be careful because if it gets wet, it falls apart. Okay, so we tightened it. Make this a little bigger. Alright, and then we're just gonna twist. I still have the zip tie on, so I can fluff. It just helps me have a nice good grip to fluff. I prefer to fluff by hand, but if you need to fluff with a fluff box, by all means do it. There's no rules. It says that you have to do it by hand. Alright, then we want to get all our ribbons curling. Like this. Like this. Alright, and then we're going to curl. Yeah, it is. Sometimes it's called deco tinsel. Sometimes they call it deco rope. So you see it's the little tinsel ties just like they put on the work wreaths. It's really nice and thick. So you see how it's much thicker? I like that. It works really great if you're going to sell a bow because it gives them a better option. Thank you. Yeah, I had to go completely blonde because I was tired of seeing gray. And there's our bow. Alright. So see how I think a bow on this wreath just would be a little bit too much because it's already so big. But we do have a bow to match. You can get it at Craft Outlet, actually. They have that. Just look up, I can't remember if they call it deco rope or if they call it tinsel, deco tinsel. Yeah. One of these days I'll grab my fluff box and bring it up and show y'all what it's like. Okay. All right. We did it. Okay, so did I miss any questions? Yeah, so this is what a fluff box looks like. It has a little hook in the middle. It's hard, heavy wood. It has a little nail up here. You hook your wire around here and tie it around the nail, and then it holds it steady while you are fluffing it out. You don't have to buy one of these. You can make one just with some heavy piece of wood. Ooh. Alright. The sign is on hardworkingmomstore.com. Yes, it is. Yep. And don't forget your little trick with the inside tube. Now, I'm not going to put the bow on the wreath. I'm going to have the bow separate. You could, though. You could put the bow, you know, like anywhere you wanted to, like on the bottom, like this. See, that looks really cute. Random question. Yes, I do. I have done the Christmas tree with tomato cage. As a matter of fact, I have a tutorial on it. The retreat, if you don't need a room, is half, so $225. What camera do I use? I just use my phone camera. Next. Oh, you mean to do lives? Yeah, I do a Mevo. I use the Mevo. I like the Mevo because you can record on it. And so if I have any issues with, you know, the reception not working great, I can always upload the recorded version later. Yeah. The 21 inch was cut at 10 inch or 15 inches. Sorry, it was 15 inches. Yeah, 15 inches. Awesome. See? If you have a handy husband or friend, or you're handy, you just make your own. Right? Perfect. All right, y'all. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. I'm going to get some rest because I know tomorrow's going to be busy. Y'all been hearing that cha-ching. That means I got to get to work so I can get some stuff out. I don't want people having to wait. Let's tie this down here. I think I like that down here. Amiibo is a live streaming camera. There. What we think? I like that. Yep, we're keeping it there. Awesome. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. I know you're waiting for the beach kit to be done, but I had a little problem. The roll that I had for myself had a serious problem in it. So I can't use it. So I called my supplier and they're sending me a new one, but I don't know how long it's going to take them to get it out. I do too, right? I love it with the bow. So I'll do it as soon as... How did I tie on the bow? I just pulled it around the back and tied it to the frame. Right around the little tie right there. Alright, so I'll probably do the cat dog one first and then I'll do the beach. Alright, y'all have a great night! And I will see you guys in a couple of days. I like the bow on it too. Perfect. Alright, bye y'all. Have a good one.